Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Denise, this is Dear Designs, and I don't think I've done a video for over a week. There may be a lot, there may be not, I don't really know. I feel like I haven't done as much over the last few days. But yeah, how is everybody? I hope everyone is well. I have 4 whips to show you. I don't have any finished objects this week or this time because I'm just filming as and when I feel like it, basically. So shall we just get started instead of me rambling a lot? Places you can find me will all be linked down below. That's the only thing that I'm really going to say at the top here. So let's show you the first thing. So I am running a year sock along, which is Year of the Sock 2022, and February's each month has a different prompt. February is tickled pink, and I have finished one sock other than sewing the toe. So this is using yarn that I dyed up last year for August's mystery month, and I'm expecting the next sock to not be as pink, to be a bit whiter. I don't know, it's just the nature of hand dyed yarn. So I did a little design around the top. You can't really see it. Will I do it on the next sock? I might just do it because it's literally 3 rounds. I don't want to bash the needles. So I did a very bad heart design. So there's 2 little eyelets there and an eyelet underneath. I did a heel flap and gusset, as I'm trying to knit more of these to see if they fit me better. The only problem that I've got is the socks that I knit this year, I'm trying to put in a box to wear next year. So who knows? But I might make some trial ones. The Year of the Sock ones I do want to keep nice and pristine, and then take a big picture of them all at the end of the year. And the ones that I make sort of in between, I will probably do more heel flap and gusset, see how they are. I have tried these on, they do fit me, just need to kitchen of the toe. So yeah, this is for Year of the Sock. I have also, now I knit my socks 64 stitches on a 2.5mm needle, but I'm finding that for some reason my socks are feeling a bit baggy. Now these are socks that I've had for quite a while, and they're getting quite bobbly. I don't know whether anyone else has this problem, but normally when people show their socks that they've had for quite a while, like they do a sock roundup or whatever, their socks look so nice and they look like they've just been knitted, where mine go very, very bobbly. So I have purchased a 2.25 needle just to give a different size a go. I think maybe my fabric is a bit too loose, I don't know. So I'm thinking like maybe with a smaller needle, but we'll see. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know whether it will make much difference or not. Obviously I'm not going to do it with this one. I will be doing it with my next sock. So also in the month of March, I will be knitting a pair of socks for my sister for her birthday as well. The yarn that was purchased at Wolf and Mary Wool Show, the orange and black, and I will be knitting those as well. For some reason this month I've just not felt like knitting socks. I know that's really bad, and I've only just sort of started this knit along, and I love knitting socks, but this month I don't know whether it was the yarn, and it's pink. I love pink. I'm just not sure. So I'm hoping that once I get the next one cast on, and they're only shorties, so they're not going to take that long, and hopefully they'll be finished by the end of the month, and then I can cast on March's socks. But yeah, we shall see. I'm going to get those kitchened probably while I'm editing this. The other reason for this video today is to show you the yarn that's going in the shop today. I will get this video edited as soon as I've finished talking. So the shop update will be Wednesday the 16th of February, which is today, at 5 PM GMT, just so you know. The second whip is living in my Elderflower Stitches bag, and this is the Loopy cardigan. I have finished 2 fronts. They are upside down, I'm holding them by the rib. So yeah, I have finished 2 fronts. Let's see if I can hold them up that way. They're so cute. I need to, for some reason, this is how you start the pattern, with the 2 fronts. And then you do the back and then the sleeves, and then pick up for the button and neckband. I'm really enjoying doing this actually. When I first started I was like, oh, this is so much hard work, and I was knitting on long straights, or straights. No, I've gone back to circulars. I just cannot get the hang of the straights. They were getting in the way. Just obviously the way I hold my needles now is so different to how I used to. So yeah, I knitted these on circulars. Obviously I didn't need to, but it was more comfortable, and I really got into the rhythm of holding the yarn, wrapping it and all that. So I'm really happy with this. I'm hoping that I can get it finished soon. Baby's not due till July, so there's no rush for this. There's other bits and pieces that I do want to cast on as well, but I know there's lots of time. So I'm not going to rush anything just yet. So the yarn that I'm using is Robin Double Knit. It's a DK pattern. The pattern is actually by Serdar. Oh, Stylecraft 4454. That is the pattern. I do have a few copies in here. Years ago, when I first started to knit, I'm going to turn that back over, me and a work colleague used to buy patterns and share them. I know you're not supposed to, but we was only buying sort of commercial patterns like Serdar, Stylecraft, patterns like that. I used to go on a website called Free Knitting Patterns. Is that what it was called? Free Knitting Patterns. Something. The website is still actually available, and it is just full of knitting patterns. It's not like Ravelry or anything. It's, you go on and you have the categories, and all the patterns are all linked, so you just go into each one. And that's where I used to get a lot of my patterns from when I first started, because a lot of them were what people had written up themselves and put them on their blog and things, and they were free. But there's a free, oh that's it, freeknittingpatternCentral.com, and there's a free crochet pattern central as well if you're interested. I don't know whether a lot of the links still work or not, I'm not sure. I'm going back about 12 years, but I have been on there recently and some of the links do still work, so if you're interested. The next work in progress, I will show you this as you have seen it, and then the next thing you haven't even seen. So, and I'm losing my stitches. So I am working on a Scrappy blanket, and I've got quite deep with it now. Wow, that yellow is bright. I've got a really nice orange to go in as well at some point. So yeah, this is my Scrappy project. This is it doubled, so it is not quite my wingspan, so I would probably say 5 foot, just over 5 foot. It's big enough for it to go over me, and it will probably be like a rectangular lap blanket type thing. I'm just going to use all the yarn or until I feel like it is definitely big enough. The last time you see it, I was at this marker here. So I've put on quite a bit just because I can't put it down. Every time I sit down, I'm just picking up this because I'm loving it. I'm so enjoying it, and I'm just going to work on what I enjoy, not feel pressured that I have to work on certain things. So yeah, I was here. I'm going to move that marker because I always forget, and then yeah, so let me move it now. Oh, why is it not coming out? What's going on here? So this is the Scrappy blanket for the Yappy and Scrappy make along that Caroline and Andrew are running on the Aria Bark podcast channel. They do have a Instagram as well, so go check them out. They're running this. I think Caroline has 3 or 4 Scrappy blankets and she was like, I really need to do a make along to entice me to finish them. And whips were allowed. I didn't have a whip, but I did start this literally straight away, so it was sort of a whip. And I'm hoping to get it finished at some point. And I really like the way this has come out as well. This was a yarn that I got at the Southern Wool Show, and I made Halloween socks for me and Casey, and it was the Fruit Fusion. Felt Fusion? Can't remember now. In the Rocket Hopper colourway. I really like the way that's come out. Anyway, I have still lots of yarn. I'm using a 3.5mm hook. Obviously this is crochet. And I have pulled out even more of my yarn. If you can hear screaming, I do apologise. It's next door. But yeah, I have pulled out lots more, lots more yarn out of my sort of leftover scrappy jars. One jar is nearly empty, but it's all in here. So what I'm going to do with the projects that I have on the go, or socks, or whatever I make, like throughout the year, my plan, sorry about that, it was the door, Ian's new phone. I can't remember where I got up to with this. I was explaining what I'm going to do with my yarn. So I'm going to be putting all the leftovers. So say for instance I have this left over from a project. I've already used this from a project, but I'm going to be putting this into my Cozy Memories, which I haven't worked on, and all the yarn that I am actually using at the moment is just going into that bag. So for instance, my V-back tee yarn that I used, one ball of the leftovers is actually in the bag for the Cozy Memory blanket. So the yarn will go into that. Then what I'm going to do is pull off of whatever's left over, if there is any, a 10g mini, and that is going to a different jar, and that is going to be for sort of swaps and anything like that that I want to do throughout the year, or at the end of the year, or whatever. So that is that, and then whatever is left over is going into a different jar, and that will either go into this or a completely different scrappy project in the future. So that is my plan for all my yarns, because I do want to use as much of my yarns as I possibly can. These have all been sat in a jar for far too long. So for instance, this yarn here was one of the very first pairs of socks that I've made, and then this one here as well. It's quite a big cake there, and I think I've already put some of that in here. And what I'm going to do is just, I don't want to do no more than 4 or 5 rows of the same colour, unless it's sort of I'm really at the end of a a biggish ball and I can just carry on. But I don't really want to have big blocks of the same colour. So yeah. Anyway, that is what I'm doing. It's like here, it might look like there's a lot of the same colour, but from here to here, there's 2 different colours, even though they're quite similar. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on about that. So the next thing that I have cast on, I think there's a couple of people to blame for this, I think. One is Amanda from Little Lycac, and Mandy from Mousie's Makes. I'm really sorry, ladies, but I'm going to blame you. I have cast on another love note. And Sue. I blame Sue too. Sorry, Sue. I have cast on another love note. Now, I have some yarn that I've had for quite a while. I purchased it from a charity shop. No ball bands. I don't have a clue what it is. It is a little bit rough, and it is this yarn here. It's really, really pretty, and I think it could have maybe been made up before. I'm not sure. I did cake what I purchased just to make it easier to store, because there was a few balls there and there was a few balls that were like sort of tightly wound as well, so I just caked everything that I had up, and I think I've got about 6 or 7 cakes of this, so I've got plenty. I wasn't sure whether it was an Aran or a DK. I'm still not sure. I just cast on. And I have got this far with another love note. So I had a few ums and ahs. I did put it in our little Zoom group chat. Shall I carry on? What shall I do? I'm not sure, because the yarn is very busy. And I didn't know whether you'd be able to see the lace very well, which I don't think you can. But once it's maybe on sort of a white top or something, I still don't know whether you're going to see it properly. So I've decided to only do 1.5 repeats of the pattern. I'm not going to say how many you should do, but I'm only doing 1.5 repeats of the pattern. I know Mandy has done 1 repeat on her latest love note. Sue has done 1 repeat, and I think Amanda did the full amount of repeats, because I was just getting a bit bored. I think because of the yarn more than anything, and I couldn't see it properly. Now, in my last video I had a pink top on, and that was a love note, and I absolutely loved making that. And I think because the yarn, it was cream originally. I did over dye the actual garment after it was made up. So yeah, I am going to now just knit the rest of the rows that should be in pattern in plain stocking stitch, then carry on with the pattern as I need to. Like I said, I really don't know what the yarn is. If you've ever seen yarn like this, then please let me know if you have an inkling of what it could be, because I really don't have a clue. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on and see how we get on. The neck looks a little bit, I don't know, does it look a bit bigger than my last one? Now, the problem that I have with my pink love note is that the neck is so tight. It is literally so tight I can't even put it on with my glasses on, because it literally just skims my whole head. So I'm hoping that I can make this one a little bit looser, and do like a really stretchy bind off or something. So yeah, this is my love note. It's not a project that I'm in a rush to get finished or anything. Amanda from Little Lycac is doing a knit along for a love note, like a make along. I don't know whether I'll get be finished. It's running until the end of March, but like I said, I don't know whether I'll get finished. it will probably just be another short sleeved one that I can wear sort of maybe over my tops in this like spring. I don't know, we'll just see how this one goes. I was thinking of ripping it back, but then I thought to myself, what else am I going to do with this yarn? I really don't know. And for me, knitting is more of a process as well as a project knit. Is that what they call it? Process knit and a project knit. I really enjoy just knitting, so I think it will be okay. I think, and hopefully once it's washed, it will soften up a bit. And I will probably try and get some softener or something. It is acrylic, 100% acrylic, I think. Well, I think it's acrylic, 100%, if that makes sense. I'm not sure, but anyway, so that is that, and that is all of my works in progress. I have purchased some yarn that hasn't arrived yet. I purchased it Friday, and Friday? So it should come today. We haven't had the post yet, but Ian said that I can purchase some yarn for Valentine's Day. So I knew it wasn't going to come Monday. I did get a lovely bunch of roses for Valentine's Day, so I'm very grateful for that. And I've got my yarn that I'm waiting for. I ordered it from Sheep on Mars. I ordered 3 different colourways, so when that comes I will show you what it is. I thought that might have been it at the door, but it wasn't. So I'm having a shop update this evening, early evening, and I thought I'd quickly show you what yarns are going into the shop. So here I've just got one skein of each here, instead of bringing everything over. So there is 7 different colourways going into the shop. The first one, I don't know if you've seen this one or not. I don't think you have. So this is Unicorn Sprinkles, and I have just tucked the label inside so I can remember what they're called, as I haven't finished prepping them like for shipping yet. So this is like a green with a blue and pink, and it's got lots of speckles, which, oh my god, I have so enjoyed doing speckles, but oh my god, it was so messy. the blue was everywhere, and I think I was on Zoom and I even had like blue here, and Ian come home and went, "What's on your neck?" And I was like, "I don't know why." He went, "It's blue." I was like, "Oh." So yeah, and then like really lovely pinky purples. So that one is called Unicorn Sprinkles. This one is called Sweet Candy, and this is blues, purple, pinks, peaches, all different colours. This one here, oh, we have 3 of these. I think there's only one of these, 1 or 2. I can't remember now. There is only one of these in the shop at the moment. There is one that I've got, but I might have to do it as a separate listing, just because some of the colours are, like, say here for instance, there's a lot of these colours, where in the other one, obviously how I've dyed it, some of these colours haven't gone on to the other skein, so it does look a little bit different. I know that's the whole thing about hand dyed, that everyone is different. But at the moment I've only got one of these, and this is called River Crossing, just because I thought that this looked like, not an oil slick, but you know when the sun shines on water and you get the reflection and everything. I don't know, I just thought of that. Then we have this one, which is my favourite, and this one is called Pool Party. But the best thing about this one is all of these different colours. There's 3 of these that's going into the shop. Oh my god, look at those speckles. So this is like a grey blue colour. Like here, look. So it is actually a silver grey with blue speckles on half of it, and pink speckles as well. In the Etsy listings, I have actually taken pictures of all these yarns opened up and unskein, so you can see the colours and not just in the skein, like how they've been dyed up. We have this one, which is Lavender Aroma, which is purples, and this is speckled with blue and orange. Then we have this one here, which I've called Purple Rain. And then I think there is only one of these, sorry, I should say the quantity, and there is 3 of the Lavender Aroma. And then there's only one of these, which is Cocktail Party, which is just like a cocktail in a yarn. It just reminds me of, like, I don't know, like the tropical colours. It's like, it's just so lovely. So there is like red, pink, yellows, bluey greens, slightly purples as well, where it's like all been mixed up. But like I said, all the yarns do have their pictures taken, opened up as well. So 5 o'clock they will be going live in the Etsy shop. I have dyed up some minis as well, so if you did see my Etsy post, not Etsy, my Instagram post, I have dyed up some minis as well. I won't be selling minis just yet, but these will be going in as like prizes for the sock along, and anything else that I decide to do throughout the year. And I'm really happy with the way these have turned out. So these I dyed up completely separately, like on their own, and then these ones, this is actually this. Look how different it's come out. And this one is actually this. So yeah, they've come out really, really different. What I did was just laid a couple of skeins of the minis in with the full skeins and just dyed everything. So yeah, they will be little prizes throughout the year. And then the big skeins, obviously. I haven't dyed anything that will really match, sort of to go with a heel, like contrast. No, not really. So I won't be doing sock sets just yet, but that might be something that will happen in the future. Who knows? But yeah, so all these lovelies will be going into the shop. That's enough about that. I don't think I have much else to share or say. I haven't read any of my book. I've just been completely obsessed with the blanket. So I need to sort of at least read a couple of chapters to keep me up to date with it, really. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Casey is back from Spain. And they had a lovely time. It was a lovely surprise for my mum. Obviously my dad already knew. But yeah, I picked them up Monday. Is it Tuesday today? No, it's Wednesday. I picked them up Monday. Oh my god, this week's going quick. So anyway, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to stop rambling, get this uploaded. I hope you're all well, and I shall see you all very soon in the next video. Bye!